Okay, just doing a real quick and easy tutorial on how to get started using the Harpoon missiles in F-18C. So first off, just make sure that you have Harpoon missiles loaded. You can probably do because the HPD here is showing up, or MFD. And then go ahead and select air to ground mode and make sure your weapons master arm is on. Now we're in air to ground mode, we're going to go ahead and select the Harpoon missiles by clicking on them. Take note, they take about 25 seconds in order to arm. Okay, we'll go ahead and begin manually programming these. Select UFC. These options will come up. This is search, or the range at which the missile will begin searching for targets on its own. All this is nautical miles. Destroy here means the missile will self-destruct at this range, so that would prevent it from hitting random ships beyond your target. Third is bearing, which is bearing to the target. So in order to program this, we need to go into our map, select the ruler, get our bearing to target. So right click on us approximately, right click on them. That's going to be about 182 degrees. Let's go back in, select UFC, bring this back up. Search, we'll start searching targets at 2 miles. We'll say 55 miles for self-destruct. And our bearing is 182. Enter. Next, we'll step to the next missile. We have to program each one individually. You can't program them together, but it does at least keep UFC selected, so you just can click straight on the search parameter. Again, 2 miles. Self-destruct at 55 miles. Bearing at 182. Enter. Next, step to the next missile. Same thing. 2 miles. 5 for self-destruct. And this one, just to get a good spread, in case we messed up our bearing a little bit, we're going to do this one at 184 degrees. And we're also going to make this one use a different attack mode. So you can hit term here, and you have 2 options, which is skim, which will hit low along the waterline to sink the ship, or pop, in which it'll pop up when it begins its final attack and come straight down out of the target, take out stuff like the upper decks. So this one we're going to use in pop mode. Default is skim. Alright, step to the next one. UFC. Search at 2 miles, self-destruct at 55. Bearing, we'll do this one at 182. Enter. And again, pop mode for this one. Finally, I'm not going to use this, but there are different altitudes at which you can have the missile search at. Typically lower is, my understanding, it's the default, and also less likely to get intercepted by anti-missile defenses. But there are use cases for other ones you can look into for yourself. Now, let's just flip around, find our bearing, get our altitude down to about 5,000 feet or so, and then begin our attack run. Okay, we're shooting at about 180-ish now, so we're going to get down a little bit lower and then begin firing.
Altitude. Altitude.
And I believe on our radar here we can see smatterings and contacts that may be our target. So we're gonna level off here once we hit about 5,000. Then weapons released, just cycle through all these, drop them all. Okay, missiles away, let's see if they hit. Okay, this one's acquired. Scud is acquired as well, so we're getting a terminal attack. Skimming along the waterway here, radar detection, anti-ship missiles, which are countermeasures that should intercept these missiles. Will be a problem with this ship because it's pretty old. Pop-up missiles, which is this one, is beginning their normal attack, up and down. Switch to one of the water skimmers. And that's it. That's it. That's it. And there's the next one. And that guy is done. So, there you have it. That is how to use the basics of the Harpoon anti-ship missile in the F-18C. There's a lot more to this. There's a lot more modes, a lot more settings you can set up. There's different ways to do attack runs. You can set coordinates for them to turn away from once they reach that. So there's a lot of indirect attack routes, but this is just the basic knowledge you need to have in order to use these to engage in ships. That's it.